Tracy's on, bro. No, people are asleep on a Tuesday night or on a Monday night. Damn, 30 seconds and still nobody. After a minute, I'm gonna turn it off, bro.
Nobody joined the first minute.
There we go. What's up? What's up?
Who do you think you are? Drake?
No, I'm not Drake. There we go. We got 3 people. What's up, guys? Just out here in the conveni. Doing well, doing well. Nick's locked in. We're on the lunch break like everybody else here at the yard. They get an hour lunch break. Can you guys believe that? It's kind of crazy. Hour and a half. I'm sorry. So from 11 to 1:30?
11:30.
Oh, 11:30 to 1. People get a lunch break here. I wonder if this is a bit delayed because of the pocket Wi-Fi. What's this thing at? So I apologize if this is delayed. It's crazy. So this is a pocket Wi-Fi. It looks like a phone. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, now's a great time to ask them. Nick, do you have any questions or any answers you want to give people? Oh yeah, no, it's a Mazda. I'm pretty sure it's a Mazda. I actually don't even remember. Yeah, one of the cars that we got from the auction last week made it here already, but it's at a holding yard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to see it today. Thank you for the person that liked. We got 10 people on here. Can everybody just give a thumbs up for me? You don't have to like it, but support it. That's cute. 2 people going off on a scooter over there. Yeah, this must be delayed. Must be an L. Thank you for the second like. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 3rd like. Yeah, they have chocolate chip breads, and they're pretty cool. They actually taste really, really good. Oh, and it has cake. Is that what that's for? I'm learning something new right now. What is this? I don't know.
Yeah, 20
Hey! How's it going? How's it going? What's my favorite snack so far? I don't know. What do I eat the most?
A lot of chips.
I like the chips, but no, actually, the one that I actually go for all the time is the flan, or what do they call it out here? The cheese custard. It's really good, which is basically like flan, if you know what flan is. It is pretty late out there, I bet. But I don't know. What's your favorite snack so far? We got Nick here.
Japanese women.
Hey, yo. Even though he's yet to have them as a snack. I like that these water bottles come in like huge sizes. But yeah. But these breadsticks are actually probably my number 4 or 5 pick. These are pretty good. They're very addictive. What's up? What's up? From New York. Let's see what else. Yeah, so maybe that's what I'll do today is I can go live while I'm looking at the cars. No?
In 2 hours.
I do have 2 hours to make like 9 videos for everybody so you guys can see.
Even if you just do quick like Instagram.
Yeah, just like quick ones, but you'll see it in today's video. But let me see. Can this get turned around? That's actually our Tonto out there. And if you can tell, it's squatting. Wow, I didn't know you could zoom with this. But it's really, really squatted. And if you can tell the very back, you can't really see in there, but it's got like so many wheels in there. It's kind of crazy how many wheels and tires are in the back of that thing right now. But yeah. Any other questions from anybody else? I just wanted to come on here and say hello real quick. These are actually pretty good too. They're kind of like Doritos. They're chili toast flavored tortilla chips. They taste like the cheap knockoff Doritos. Yeah, Jimmy, the tribe's gonna come back to life. Do we know when? We don't know yet. We were there the other day and we saw it. They were starting to pull it apart. How's it going? The amazing Spider-Man Peter Parker. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, the attraction should hopefully come back to life. I'm hoping by today. I'm wishful thinking, but who knows? We don't know yet. We'll see when it comes back. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that back soon. Maybe I might not even be here when it gets back. It might be something that Nick gets when I'm long gone. What up, what up? Oh, Maui, Hawaii. Welcome, welcome. That's awesome. It's pretty close to Hawaii, don't know. Look it up real quick. Would you be able to give my channel tonight a shout out, bro? Sure. Shout out to the amazing Spider-Man Peter Parker. I plan to leave allegedly next Monday, but those plans might change. It all depends what kind of motion we get. Spider-Man is the amazing African-American Spider-Man now. Oh? I want to put some Mugen parts. How much for you to source them? It depends. What are you trying to put them on, and what kind of Mugen parts are we looking? If we can find them, then great. If not, then I really can't be of help. Is it possible to show some bidding and explain how it works? Yeah, I can definitely do that. But it's pretty straightforward. The way that it works is each vehicle has a number, and that number is designated to that vehicle on the day of the auction. And you go and look up that number, and then from there, you go and look the vehicle at the auction if you happen to be there, or you send somebody out, you read the auction report sheet, and then if you want it, in this case we go through Car Deal Page. We have Car Deal Page, we tell them, hey, our all-in price, let's just give you a figurative number. We want to buy this car for $4,500. So then you go and you tell them, I want this car for $4,500. They have a calculation of what it costs to ship from the auction to their yard, what it costs to ship on the ship physically to your place, and then their fees and their auction fees. And so they put it all in and they say, okay, if it's $4,500, we can bid it up to like $2,000, and then that gives us wiggle room for $2,500 to do everything else. And so what's pretty cool about Car Deal Page is if you say, hey, I want it for $4,500, and let's say it's like a Honda Acti and it actually only sells for $2,500, they'll only charge you the $2,500. So you're only paying what they actually pay for it, where they still make their money on top and all that. So the bidding just works by them doing that. They have a button they click until it gets to the max bid that we have, and then if we win it, great. If we don't, then we either lose it or it goes into what they call negotiation. So let's say that the seller actually wants $4,500 for it, or $4,600, but we only brought it up to $4,500. They'll go into negotiations. They'll say, okay, the seller wants $4,600. We apply for negotiations, and if we reach the negotiations and the buyer wants to sell, then we obviously buy the car. So instead of buying it for $45,000, we buy it for $46,000, which is amazing when you can do that. Let's say I put in a bid for a Prado and I want to get it for $13,500, and the guy's like, no, I want $13,800. I'm like, great, let's do it, because then it's only $300 more from my initial bid is what I wanted. Sometimes we get lucky and we do that. I haven't seen any diesel XJs. Let's see, would love to find me a Cherokee. There's a ton of Cherokees out here, but the same thing as the States is they usually go for the same amount of money that they go back in the States in clean condition. And the upside to me, but downside to some people, is that they are right-hand drive, which is not terrible. Let's see, I have a Honda Fit RS. I want the Mugen lip and spoiler. The best thing to do is if you find the part at an up garage, tell me which up garage, and if it's possible for me to get it at the up garage, we'll go and buy it at the up garage, and then it's just a matter of whatever it's going to cost to ship and our time to obviously go and get the part. So go on upgarage.com and search around for your car and see what you can find. If not, Buy's a great option as well. Yahoo Auctions. Let's see, Mugen parts are expensive, low, and hard to find. They are expensive and they are hard to find, but you can find them sometimes. I have seen a couple Mugen parts while going to up garages. Which is your favorite model? Model of what are we referring to here? See what time it is. Oh, we're gonna get going. But yeah, we're actually headed to the yard. Do I like Kia? Not really. I don't like Kia for some reason. They tend to blow up a lot of engines. They're not well made. I like the Japanese brands. They tend to hold to their true color. I can learn what's legal for California for any of these cars. The reality is they're all illegal because California sucks and they have smog and they're just terrible safe. So your best bet is to leave California and then everything becomes legal. Or you can go the route of Virginia and get it registered in Virginia. If you really want to go through the California route, you would have to do what they call a smog, and then they would have to implement like catalytic converters. It actually doubles the cost of the car, where it's not even worth it. And then you're gonna have to pay more on taxes and all that. So really the reality is if it's off-road use, it's legal. If it's not off-road use, then it's illegal, and that's why. I don't particularly like California for that reason. Also check your DMs on Adrian. Hey, what about the tariff? What about the tariff? Let's talk about it. There's nothing to talk about. It's gone up. We got to move on. Everybody keeps wanting to talk about it. There's nothing that we can do. Hopefully tomorrow it gets thrown and changed. But the reality is not. That's not going to happen anytime soon. And we just have to work through it. So prices of car are going to go up. And hopefully at one point they do come back down. On Patreon. Okay, Adrian, I'll take a look. How much do the Hilux surfs typically go for 98 or 99? I don't know. What year was the one you tried for? Nick tried. Nick went for a Hilux the other day, and it went for like almost 10 or 12, if I'm not mistaken. So it really depends on the Hilux, if it's diesel, if it's gas, and all that. Gotcha. Thanks for the info. Yeah, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer as far as like California. It's just like it's not even worth the hassle. But there is a route of Virginia, or there is a route of Montana. Registering them in other states and then having them there. Just we run the fine line where it's a gray area, you know. Canada, welcome. Let me know when you're ready because we can get going.
Yeah, I just want to look up one. What's the chassis for the Bahamas? I think it's HM.
HH? No?
HM, I think.
HM3 or HM2?
HM1.
No, I think it's 2 or 3. Depending on if they're 4-wheel drive or not. We got Nick over here working hard. But yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. If no more questions. Wow, 10 to 12, that's pretty high. And diesel is pretty badass. Yeah, diesels are pretty badass. Huh? What? That's Jose too.
Jose?
Yeah, with the Accord.
Is he selling it?
He sold it already.
He did?
Shout out to Jose because he sold the Accord. Yeah. Yeah, I mean they tend to go pretty high. Really depends the condition that they are. You can find them for cheaper sometimes. The gas ones tend to go a little cheaper than that too.
How much gas doesn't matter?
Yeah, Nick's was gas around that price, but yo, when are you and Nick gonna go on a wheel cruise? Like the wheels? Hate to break it to you, we won't, because the wheel I wanted to buy ended up getting sold to somebody else. So I don't have a wheel anymore unless I find another one before I leave. Then we would do a cruise. That would be awesome. What colors do the wheel come in? I think they come in silver. I've seen one in pink. I don't know if that's aftermarket. What other colors have you seen? Like blue, white. Let's see, I'm waiting to close on my house in May. Then after that, I'm going to import something. You should just get it now, and then once May hits, then, import it then. The Hilux is badass, and also the power. See, for the amount of money that you're going to pay for a Hilux, I think you should just buy a Prado, to be honest with you. I mean, you see my Prado in person. Hi, quick question. How hard is it to get a Daihatsu with tri-parts? Really depends on what you're looking for. That's too broad of a question. I'm not really quite sure. Nick is looking at a wheel right now. It's actually kind of low. I wish I could check this without leaving the live, but yeah. You should do a video going through the cars for sale locally on Marketplace out there. Have Nick Rentals GF come and look at it with you as a couple. Like, you should rent a Japanese girl and look at cars on Facebook Marketplace. That's what somebody's saying. Nick's wondering if you're going to pay for it. No, that's Road to 100K right there. I rented a GDM girl and I bought a GDM car in Japan. But yeah. All right, guys. We're going to pop off because we're headed out. Appreciate everybody that joined. Hi, how's it going? Hit a like. Hit subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully pretty soon. I'll pay for lunch, he said. Jimmy said he'll pay for lunch. Like your guys' like hers and yours. So yeah, Jimmy will pay for it. I'll tell him to run it up, Jimmy. All right, I'll see you guys later. He says he's going somewhere expensive for lunch. Yeah, anytime, guys. We're always locked in.